Hey, so this week I've been thinking a lot. Dangerous, I know, but I have, and it was all kind of sparked by something that one of my friends posted on Facebook, and that started a very interesting Facebook discussion, which in itself is quite impressive. I find Facebook discussions are often either boring or get angry or it's just not very constructive. And the question people are answering in this thread on Facebook was, is taking part different to winning, or is it just accomplishing a different objective? And on this thread there were lots of very interesting insights into this, and people were talking about how participating can be a win and how losing can be a win if you're losing by less than what you would normally lose by. And sometimes a loss is a win in the long run because you learn something through losing an awful lot of the time, and sometimes that's just stuff that you can't learn through winning. And then all of that got me onto the whole topic of success. And I don't know about you, but when I think of success, I think of like career success. When people talk about successful people, it tends to be in the work career spectrum thing. And I find that really fascinating for a start. Since when did what we do with our lives become what life was all about and how we define people? And then because I was thinking about other people's career success, I got into comparison mode. Yay! And while I was in comparison mode, I was thinking about people that were my age who were doing amazing things in the world. There are so many 25-year-olds who already seem to have life made. They have done something very creative or intelligent or have been so kind to people that they've become known for that. And I think more and more being known is seen as success. Like somehow fame is success in and of itself. And therefore the people that by and large I compare myself to are the famous people of my age. Although I know that I do my fair share of comparing myself to the people around me, which is not cool and not helpful for anyone in that situation. But anyway, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about a successful YouTuber who was born on the exact same day as me. Because obviously being exactly the same age, we should be in exactly the same situation, right? Or at least that's the logic my brain seemed to come to. And while I was thinking about him and his success, I had a really ugly thought, and that was, why did he steal all of the success? Which is just wrong and worrying on so many levels. From somewhere I got the thought that on the day of my birth there was only a set amount of success for people, and somehow he'd managed to get a much bigger chunk of it than I had, which is completely wrong. Success is not a pie. It's not like if he got a big chunk of success that there's less success left over for me. And I say that to people all of the time, but I kind of realised that maybe I am not believing it. Maybe I think that there is only a finite amount of success, and I've caught myself thinking about him too, like, he's so funny and so loved, and he's had so many opportunities, and therefore all of those things are not possible for me. Which is completely illogical. I don't believe for a minute that because he's successful I won't be. In some ways, actually, success breeds success. Like in my team at work, if someone is doing something really well, I should totally get alongside them because maybe I can help it go even better. If I can get alongside them and put some of my insight in, maybe things will get better, or just by my encouraging them being awesome, maybe they'll get better. Maybe this will grow and expand into something that we're all involved in that's going really well for everyone. And I don't think that makes anyone else less successful in the business or in the grand scheme of things. I don't feel like by me being successful anyone else is going to get squished unless I try and make that happen. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to squish anyone. I want everyone to feel like they can chase after what they want and they can go and change the world or be the kindest person or whatever it is they want to be successful at. But I think that comes down to redefining success a bit. I think success doesn't have to be a career thing. And it doesn't have to be winning, and it doesn't have to be me instead of someone else. Like, me being successful doesn't have to look like everything that this famous YouTuber is up to. I'm really excited for him that he's so successful at what he does, but I don't need to be him or do exactly what he did to be seen as successful. I don't need to work in the same sector or be seen as funny or anything like that. I don't need to tell the same jokes and have the same sense of style or have the same friends. That's not what success looks like. Because I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to words, I actually looked up the definition for success. And the definition of success is the accomplishment of an aim or objective. And so it would only make sense that success does look different for everyone. Like for me today, it is a Saturday when I'm filming this, and I'm actually wearing my pyjamas. And this morning I got up and had a shower and got changed straight back into some clean pyjamas. Yeah! Cute, huh? And if you'd asked me even last week, I would probably have seen that as very unsuccessful. For me, I'm a real task-oriented person and I like to get stuff done. So to me, success often looks like getting things ticked off my to-do list. But recently, I've talked a lot about wanting to rest a lot more, so actually, for me today to have had a slow morning and to be sat here chilling out in my pyjamas while talking to a camera admittedly, that's actually a success. And that's hard to process for me because there's so much I want to achieve in my life, and ever since I graduated university I don't feel like I've got things done in the way that I'd wanted to get them done. I don't feel like I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. But then again, it's this whole idea of gaining through losing, and the fact that I've lost against my to-do list, I've gained so much more peace and I'm generally a lot happier, and I've done so many fun things. Things that I wouldn't even have ever thought that I'd get to do, like my first ever professional photography job, and I've gone travelling places with people, and I've created lots of projects for me. And I still sometimes struggle to tell myself that that's okay, and I struggle to celebrate, but maybe with enough time this redefinition of success will sink in. A large part of it for me is I like to be able to justify what I've done with my time to other people around me, and that's just stupid. But I watched an amazing video this week by Sprinkleofglitter, and she was talking a lot about how she apologises for everything and how it's time to celebrate successes and to proudly talk about the amazing achievements in life. And it really struck a chord. I might not be where I planned to be at this stage in life. When I was a teenager, I had hoped to be married and settled in a good job and maybe even planning to start a family, and all of that seems so far off. But at the end of the day, there is so much I've achieved. I managed to finish a degree even though I had to drop out of uni because I was so ill. I'm working part-time in a grown-up job doing finance of all things. I never thought I would actually use my degree even once I'd finished it. I've managed to finish off a whole load of projects, which is hugely exciting. I've always written myself off as someone that doesn't finish things because they get bored and distracted. And yes, it might have taken longer than anticipated to finish these things, but I've done it. And that's what counts. I've even continued making these videos even though at times I felt like I don't have a clue what I'm doing, and to be honest, I still don't. And when I talk about my channel, I've always tried to limit people's expectations of what my videos would be, and I'm going to stop doing that because this is fun. I enjoy it, and even if it's only a way for me to process and no one ever ends up watching them, do you know what? That's success to me. So from now on, my definition of success is what I'm going to judge life by. I want to be kind to everyone I come across. I want to be willing to try new things, even if I think I'm going to fail, because then at least I've tried them. I'm not going to be scared of the future, or scared of other people's success, or scared that other people's success will squash me, because that's stupid. In fact, I'm going to cheer every single person on as much as I can, because we all need some encouragement. And if I can manage to do those things, for me, I think that will be successful. And I'm going to try and celebrate those things when they happen. Talking about celebrating success, I have a couple of projects that I have finished this week. So this cute little guy is a little crocheted octopus. There is currently a charity in the UK and some around the world where thousands of people are making a little octopus for premature babies. There's a crochet and a knit pattern available. If you want to get involved in making them, get involved with your local Facebook group. I'll put the UK one below. There's lots of rules in place to make sure that these are safe for preemies, so make sure you know what you're doing and you get them checked, because you don't want to end up doing more harm than good. And the other thing I finished is this, which is a scarf that I made for my mum. It's made in very very fine wool and was knitted, but unfortunately the corners all were rolling in because that's quite a common thing with knitting, and so it's been waiting to be finished for about 2 years because I needed to crochet an edge. And long story short, I finally managed to get a pattern that my mum liked and I liked and was possible to do, and so it's finished. So yet another project done, which is really exciting. It's nice to prove to myself that I am capable of finishing things off. And on that note, it's time to finish this video. I hope you've enjoyed my rantings on success. If you've not already thought about it, what does success look like for you? Anyway, I will see you next week. Bye.